Hi, friends. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday, everyone.
Welcome back to another episode of Northern Comfort, where we're your hosts. I'm Gina,
And I'm Amanda.
and this week we're going to talk all things supplements and snacks.
Yay, our favorite things.
Yeah.
Okay, so how was your week? Or weeks?
Pretty good. Lacey has been having some leg issues,
Yes.
and I honestly thought she tore her ACL, but I got some x-rays, and luckily it's only a light. Can you hear
Yeah.
her?
Like, don't talk
Uh,
about me on the
yeah.
podcast.
Oh my gosh. It's only a light like fracture, light tear, they said.
Okay.
So yeah.
So what do you have to do? Just wait?
Yeah, so she's on anti-inflammatory medicine and then
Oh,
she
good.
kind of has to just be on medicine for the rest of her life, but it's okay. Whether that then
Just
um
anti-inflammatory medicine?
yeah.
Oh,
There's like some medical words for
yeah.
what medicine that she needs, but I just let the doctor tell me what to do and I do it.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Does it seem to be helping at all? Or did you just get it? When did you get the
I
x-rays?
just got it yesterday, so I gave it to her last night and this morning, and then just now. And yeah, she just wants to go outside and run, but they said that she needs to relax, keep resting, and
Yeah.
hopefully it'll heal itself. Yeah.
Crazy girl.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's better than surgery.
Yeah, absolutely.
Expensive surgery.
Yeah.
Do you have pet insurance?
No. And I
You
didn't
should
get
look
it.
for the
I know.
medicine though. I wonder if it's cheaper because I feel like it doesn't
Oh,
really help with surgeries and stuff or
right.
x-rays. But if you have to buy the medicine over and over, like you may be able to get it for cheaper if you have pet insurance, if it's worth paying the cost of the pet insurance.
That's true.
I don't know how that works,
Yeah. But
but
if it's pre-existing, I'm not sure. But I'll have to ask. I'll call around.
that's true.
Yeah.
They don't need to know.
Yeah.
Keep that to yourself.
Yeah. How was your
Oh my
week?
gosh. Oh my God, good. Nothing, we're packing a lot. Well,
Mm-hmm.
that's not true. I'm trying to pack. It's really hard to pack when you like use all of your stuff.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I think I have like 6 or 7 boxes packed, and I feel like I've packed nothing. So,
I know, isn't that funny?
yeah, it's
Yeah.
insane. It's not really true. I like drawers are empty and like, but stuff that we don't normally use. So, I don't feel like I've really packed anything.
Yeah.
But then we don't want to pack stuff that we use because we
Right.
use it, but we need to start figuring out, do we have enough space? Like, do we have enough boxes for what we need to pack? And
Yeah.
do we have enough space in the moving truck for what we need to put in the moving truck? It's a whole,
Luckily, you could put some bins in your car, but no, I totally get it.
yeah, we can, but I just don't know. Like, that's the same thing. It's like, how much can we don't know how much we can fit in our cars. It's like, how much can
Oh,
we,
yeah.
I don't know how many
Yeah.
bins we can fit in our car. I don't know how many boxes we can fit in our car. I don't know what we're gonna need to put in our car. We're gonna need to like, like last minute like cleaning stuff, and then we'll need suitcases or whatever of clothes
Mm-hmm.
for before our stuff actually gets there.
Yeah.
I don't know how long. I don't know how any of this works. I'm just
And do you know the size of the truck that you're getting?
well, we're sharing with
Oh.
another family because they were
Oh.
going in the same direction, which has kind of worked out for us.
Oh.
So that's also why I don't really know how they're picking their stuff up first, I think. So I would assume that means they drop their stuff off first, but they could drop it all off within one day. I don't really know.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he said the truck is the size of like or the truck should fit what would fit into an 1,800 square foot house.
Oh, wow.
and our apartment is not that big. So
No. No, you shouldn't have any issues.
it seems like there's plenty of extra room in the truck, but like it also is based on like what we said we wanted, what furniture we wanted to take, and how many boxes we would have, and all of that. So they kind of like figured it out that way. So I think if we have more or less, it's not that big of a deal. It's more so just like, can, like, do we have enough boxes physically? And if there's anything left over that doesn't go on the truck, can we fit it into our car?
Hmm.
Which we're not really going to know until we pack the truck.
Got
Find
it.
out.
And
So
you're not heading up there anytime in between
we're not
movings, or
planning on it, but we might. Who knows?
yeah.
That's kind of why I want to start
Hmm.
packing more. So if we do need to pack the car and one of us drive up with stuff now and drop it off, like, great.
Yeah.
But
Always
I
good
don't
to
know.
have a backup plan.
Yeah, so we'll see as we start packing. It's weird. It's like we're just in like I keep selling furniture too that we're like actively using.
Hmm.
So I just like walked into the bedroom the other day and just took the cubes that we have that have like those like little whatever,
Yeah.
like cube storage things in it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just like took the cubes out and started taking all the clothes off the top, and Will was like, Where where are we supposed to put the clothes? I'm like, sorry, I sold this. So
Wait, you want to know something
has to
funny?
go.
I have such a similar story.
Yeah.
A lady, I posted my armoire for all my clothes,
Yeah.
and a lady commented the same day that I posted it. And
Yeah.
she asked for the dimensions, and the dimensions. She goes, "Can I stop back like tomorrow morning?" Sure, come on over. So it's a weekday. She comes by, brings her measuring tape in her little car. I said, "How are you going to fit this armor in your car?" "Oh, I'm not taking it today. I'm just measuring." "Well, ma'am, I included the measurements, but you can go ahead and measure it
Yeah.
as well."
Go
You
ahead.
just want to see it
Yeah.
in person
Right.
and see what
Right.
condition it was in. Totally fine. It
Yeah.
looks brand new.
Yeah.
So she measures it. She's like, "Okay, I'm going to ask my neighbors for their truck." I said, "Okay." I
Yeah.
said, "When did you want to come by?" She said, "Later today. Is that okay?" I said, "Sure." In the message, I said, "I have a 3 p.m. call." "Okay, I'm on my way." It's 1:30. Gets here at 3:15, and I'm on a call. I'm presenting on the call. I stepped away. I said, "Ma'am, I'm on a call." And she's like, she's having a conniption. "Oh my God. I had to get these guys out here, and they wouldn't hurry up, and I told them, and um, it was just like,
Oh my God.
I don't want to waste any more of your time." I haven't heard from her again.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So,
I feel like that's how everyone is, and they're like, okay, well, we'll be there at this time, like midday. And I'm like, how do you even know if I'm home? Like,
yeah.
you didn't even ask me if I'm
Yeah.
available. Like,
Right.
I'm just throwing stuff out midday.
Yeah.
Whatever. It
Mm-hmm.
feels good to clean and like just
Purge.
get stuff out. And we don't have space to even like put boxes. So I
No.
literally we took our exercise bike and just put it on the curb the other day and to
Oh,
get
did
that
you want to
out.
bring that? You don't want to bring that out?
No, it's so crappy. It was like we got like a cheap one. So, Lacey, that's really enough.
Go in your crate now. But you're
The
toy.
drama.
In your crate. You have to go in your crate. Or you have to come up here and lay down. Come up here and lay down.
Like, not doing it. Sorry. You can be on it if you want, but you have to come on the couch. She's too silly.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. Moving's
Not
fun.
Yeah, I'm not mentally prepared,
No.
but it'll be fun. It'll be fun once it happens. I feel like time is going so slow.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's supposed to be going really, really fast, but it's going really, really slow. And then I feel like the last week is gonna like
Creep up on you quick.
fly and we're
Yeah.
gonna be like packing like crazy and getting everything organized and it's gonna be chaos,
Mm-hmm.
but exciting. So Yeah, fun times. Fun, fun times. Shall we get into it?
Let's jump into it.
All right, you want to start with snacks?
Yes, my favorite
Okay.
part.
Favorite part.
Some of my favorite snacks, gosh. You and I both are chocolate peanut butter girlies. We don't
Yes.
do Reese's. You love Justin's. They're delicious.
Yeah, so good.
I resorted to making my own. So I buy dark chocolate. I make my own peanut butter from peanuts. I grab some flax seeds, mix it in with the peanut butter, and I have cupcake silicone molds, and I've been just making them for a sweet treat or when I have my menstrual cycle and I need a sweet treat. It's there, it's a healthier alternative, and yeah, super easy to make. You and I both love chopsticks, even though that article just came out about heavy metals in
Yeah,
them.
but I
I
feel like,
We wouldn't see it, and they would probably be microscopic, but I will say there are like metals in baby's food. I've seen so many
oh,
videos.
yeah, totally.
So I don't know. You're not really affected by it. You don't seem like you're worried. Where I'm
No,
on the other spectrum, where I'm like, I don't know if I can eat
no, literally, you sent me the article and then I ate one.
them anymore.
Like
And
five
mine
minutes
are like
later.
inching towards the trash can.
No. There's just like, there's so many. I feel like that's the hardest thing with nutrition and snacks is like, you'll just get so overwhelmed if you try to cut out everything that we say is bad. Like, there's things that blatantly you shouldn't have. And it's like, great, like, cut those things out. Like, try not to have the bad dyes. Try not to have, even the seed oils, it's like, they're hard to avoid at sometimes, but like, if you don't have them in your house, it's better, not that
Easier to
terrible.
avoid, yeah.
But I just feel like if we go, when I try to be so diligent about not having anything, you become like so overwhelmed, and then it's like you miss out on life because you're like, oh, I can't do this, that, and the other thing. Not you, people in general. Like, they get
Hmm.
so involved in like, oh my God, there's this and there's that and that, and I can't have this and I can't have that. It's like, if you're not eating it every single day, it's not that big of a deal. For us, it's like a snack we have often. So if it is something that's actually concerning, then yeah, like, you don't want to be eating them every single day if they have heavy metals in them. But
Right.
stuff that you have every so often that has things in it that you shouldn't necessarily be having, is it at the end of the world? Not really.
Unless it
But
affects your body.
right,
Yeah.
right. And that's the other thing though. I think even with some of this stuff, like, it's not necessarily impacting everyone the same.
Yeah.
So,
Just know your body.
right, and try to be as healthy as you possibly can, but also there's stuff that's healthy that doesn't work for some people. So I think that's even more important, determining what you can and can't have for your body rather than if you just cut out what we deem as bad, there may be other stuff that's actually impacting you more than some of the bad stuff. Granted, a lot of the bad stuff is causes inflammation and a bunch of other things that nobody wants.
Yeah.
So, I'm on board, but I would just go. I feel like also eating so clean now, if I go too into hyperdrive of like, can't have that, can't have that, can't have that, like, I'm literally not gonna eat. So,
Did you see that a lot of restaurants are using beef tallow over seed oils? It's
yeah,
super exciting.
I feel like now that seed oils, people going against seed oils is becoming more mainstream, restaurants
Hmm.
are going to start to switch and it's going to be more easily accessible. Whereas I think it was more expensive before because it just wasn't. And it's more expensive to produce and it's cleaner quality and whatever. So I think a lot of people are going to start to try to make that shift.
Yeah.
Even And I know Sweet Green has been good about, I think their dressings have always been non-seed oils, but then maybe they use seed oils to like cook the protein. I forget. They just created French fries and they're like waffle fries, but they're air fried with avocado oil,
Oh, nice.
which I thought was super interesting. So,
Don't you normally not use oil when air frying?
you don't have to, but I think it's still that like crispy outside if you want that. You use like you're not frying it in oil, but it's kind of like you're coating it in oil and then
Mm,
air frying it to get the crisp on the outside. So that's probably what
yeah.
they use it for. But I don't know, pretty impressive. So, yeah. There's just even like I've been eating the yogurt I was telling you about that is the Greek brand and they have like it has flavors in it, which are not great, but it's 20 grams of protein. The rest of the ingredients are clean ingredients. So if you're someone that's prioritizing protein and trying to eat relatively clean, it's a good option to get protein if you're not just eating like straight protein all day long. But it has the natural flavor. So it's like it's just like you said, does it impact your body or how often are you having it? Like if you're going to have that for a snack once a week, not terrible, but if it's
Yeah.
something that you eat it and it bothers you or you can tell that that's causing inflammation, like not great.
Just have the non-flavored one and add in your own
Right.
fruit or
Right.
granola or whatever toppings that you want. Yeah.
Yeah. And
There's
I only get this one
ways
because
to
it's at
improvise.
Costco.
Yeah.
So you can get a massive pack and it's cheap.
Yeah.
But yes, totally ways to improvise. And I saw something today, and I don't typically uh buy into the Instagram posts and
Mm,
things. But
interesting.
what did it say? It was something with like plastics and vanilla. I have to look it up and tell you.
And you know what's so crazy? It's
Ugh.
so cheap and easy to make vanilla too.
I know.
I
I'm
I
gonna start
have
doing that.
I have a jar in my cabinet, just a mason jar full of um vodka, and I put
Yeah.
2 vanilla bean sticks in there, and it's been soaking in there for like a good month.
Yeah, I decided I'm gonna do that when I move because I I don't really need that in my coffee. I've actually just been doing maple syrup in my coffee.
Hmm.
But um it's just like even to go out, it like grosses me out to get flavored coffees out now. I'm like,
Yeah,
ugh,
yeah,
kind of sad.
I know. I was always a black coffee girly when I was
I could
drinking it
never, could literally never. I've
because
evolved so much, but I could never drink black coffee.
I mean it's almost like you said, once you find out more and more about our health or our food industry,
Yeah,
you just keep weaning things out, and
totally.
that's what I've been doing. And yeah, I'm down to not even drinking coffee because of how they're prepared, how
I
the
know.
coffee bean is prepared.
Yeah, that's not gonna be me, but good for you.
You can get organic.
Yeah, which is what I was doing.
Yeah. Have
I
you
want to
been
just tell you.
drinking caffeinated or decaf still?
I had caffeine. I had one. We literally just ran out of decaf, and I really wanted coffee the other day, so I was like, ugh, what the heck? I'll try it. And I had caffeinated at home, and granted, it was like 10 or 12 ounces, however big I made the cup, and I felt fine. So I was like, fine in a sense of jittery, and I didn't really feel like it impacted me at all. I was like, okay, if
Yeah.
after like 2, 3 months of no caffeine, that's how I feel, clearly my body doesn't really react to caffeine. Well,
Hmm.
then the next day, I got not a large, I got like a medium. I was like, let me not go crazy at a coffee shop. I was it was like I was on drugs. I
Really?
was so, and I wasn't shaky or anything. I was just had so much energy. I don't know if it's their coffee. I don't know if it's because I had more than I had the day before or because I had it the day before and then I had, like, it was insane. It was so crazy. Um, but I got it before I taught at the gym and then I taught for like 3 hours and I was just, had so much energy and then I came home and I had so much energy and I didn't really
Wow.
crash, but I've, I'm trying now to do decaf during the week at
Mhm.
home.
Mhm.
And then like on the weekends if I want to get coffee with someone or go to the coffee shop, get caffeine because you can't get decaf coffee anywhere these days. You have to get a decaf latte and all of the different milks kill my stomach. The
Yeah.
non-dairy milks have sugar in them. And
Yeah.
it's like $10 for a decaf latte. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not even getting caffeine. Why am I going to pay $10?
That's
So
so
I
crazy. I
decided
also,
I'll pay for caffeine.
yeah. I also feel like it's that area too, because
Yeah.
if you come down the shore, like they have decaf everywhere.
I know. It's so weird to me.
I think it's the
But I don't
clientele.
understand. I guess that makes sense. But then why have decaf espresso? Like it's weirder to me, I think, to have decaf espresso than just brew decaf coffee. But I don't know.
I don't
Maybe it's
know.
easier for them to do decaf
Yeah,
espresso.
maybe the espresso, are they espresso pods? Because I know,
No.
okay,
It's like because they have like a grinding machine. So they have like
got it,
one. They have their like caffeine one and then they have a decaf one, at least from what I've seen.
got
So
it.
I don't
Interesting.
know.
I don't know.
I know. It's very, very strange, but whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, any other snacks before we move on to supplements? I feel like
I
you
wouldn't really
covered
say
mine.
it's a snack, but you know me, I am not a pill girly. I cannot
Yeah.
pop the pills. Um, so I like to juice to get some of my vitamins.
Mm,
I've been on my juice journey as well as you
yeah.
have, and I started out with celery juice, which was a love-hate relationship. I feel like it helped me in a sense, but not the purpose that I needed it.
Yeah.
And then I just started juicing everything. Like just simply juicing oranges was so good rather than the store bought. And yeah, I do enjoy juicing.
Yeah. I mean, I still think not that it's like a meal replacement, obviously, but I
Hmm.
do think it's kind of like a good snack. It's like a snack and a supplement
Yeah,
all in one.
yeah.
Well, that's a good segue. So, you're not a huge supplement girly, but what supplements do you use or take, if any?
I like probiotics. I'll put them in a
Mhm.
smoothie. I get the capsules and I'll
Okay.
dump it into my smoothie. I get Daily Women's by Garden of Life. Um, they don't have to be refrigerated, which is good. So they're not
Yeah.
live bacteria. Um, and yeah, should I make you going?
Yeah, whatever you use.
Okay. I
Go through
also
your whole
I
your
I
whole
didn't know if you were
list.
gonna tell me yours then, or if you take it.
No. You
Okay.
go through your list. I'll go through mine.
Okay. I also like magnesium, and same thing. I'll get the plastic capsule
Yeah.
and I'll dump that into a smoothie. Um, sometimes if I'm feeling a little gangster, I like black seed oil, which I
What is
really
that?
have to. Black seed oil is so good for you. It's an oil that I don't I don't let it marinate in my mouth, so I don't even know what it really tastes like, but I don't
Yeah.
know. It's in between like fish oil and then like olive oil. It's kind of weird.
Okay.
But I
Okay.
always chase it with a juice, so I can't really taste it.
Yeah.
Um, and then I also like moringa.
Yeah. I've heard
Some,
good things.
yeah. And it helps me focus. When I first cut out coffee, I was drinking that in the morning, and let me tell you
Yeah.
something. Someone that has ADD, ADHD,
Yeah.
that's not actually
Not
diagnosed.
diagnosed.
Um,
Self-diagnosed.
yes, self-diagnosed ADD, ADHD.
Yeah.
That made me more focused than a cup of coffee.
Hmm.
I've kind of fallen off with that, but
Yeah.
it is
I have
really
to
good.
try that again. You gave me that tea. right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. I had it once, but I can't remember. And I don't remember if I had it before or after I stopped drinking caffeine. I need
Yeah.
to try it on a day when I don't have caffeine and see
I feel like the
how I
tea
feel.
might be a little diluted rather than like the
Oh, okay.
powder, but I can also give you some powder next time I see you.
Interesting. Yeah, I've heard a lot about it, but
Mhm.
I don't think I've ever tried it besides the tea.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right.
And that's all I have for supplements.
It's so funny. Your supplements are like so
Short and sweet.
like short and sweet, but like clean. Like, not that mine aren't clean, but like yours are so like, I put this in my juice or my smoothie, clean ingredients, and I have like a cabinet of pills and
Do I
tablets
sound
and
like
like
I feel like I sound like an LA mom.
you
Like
do.
a
You do sound like an LA mom. Like, but it's good. That's all like good, useful stuff.
Yeah.
Um, okay, so I have a bunch of supplements that I take on and off. I need to get in a better routine
Okay.
overall with my supplements, but every day I take my AG1, which is the Athletic Greens powder, which is good for just immunity overall, but it doesn't have any. I like it because it doesn't have any extra stuff in it. Like, it's
Yeah.
vegan, it's gluten free, it's dairy free, it helps with digestion, and it has it kind of has everything that you would want from a supplements perspective, other than like performance supplements, but like vitamins, minerals, probiotics, prebiotics, superfoods, antioxidants, all of that just in one scoop of things. And they base the formula on what's in season at the time that you get it, which mine are so skewed because I didn't take it for a long time. So now I'm like catching up. But I think the idea is that it's probably like better if you take it when it gets delivered because it's based seasonally, kind of
Mhm.
wherever.
Mhm.
But I just put it in water. I don't mind the taste of it. Some people I think are sensitive to greens and
Mm.
powdery tastes. I think it tastes good, especially sometimes it's a little more lemony than other times, but you can
Ooh.
certainly put lemon in it, and because I do it with cold water, so you can just do like lemon water with it.
Yeah.
I mix it with my amino acids, which I also take every day, which are more so for muscle recovery. And if I was exercising every day, I'd probably take them during or after a workout instead. But they don't have caffeine in them. They kind of give you an energy boost that you might want, like during a workout or after a workout. But I get mango flavored of those. So that kind of like helps with the
Yum.
greens if you don't like the flavor of greens.
Yeah.
And again, they probably have, though this is my kind of stuff that like I try to get the cleanest version of the supplements, but they probably have things in it, and it's kind of like a compromise of getting what you're getting out of the supplement
Mhm.
for, I don't know, natural flavors or whatever. But I try my best to not do any natural flavors or extra crap.
Yeah.
Um, Electrolytes, I do every day. The first jug of water that I have, I put electrolytes in it. I have been using Element, which is super salty. I
Yeah.
don't mind it at all because I'm just used to it now and I like
Yeah.
the flavors.
Yeah.
But I know some people don't like that.
I
I've
couldn't get into
heard
it.
Ultima is not as salty. I haven't tried that one.
Okay.
But I've tried others and I just don't like them. And I started using these when I was training for runs, so I was sweating a lot and running, and I actually needed the salt for the
Mhm.
runs.
Mhm.
So I just kind of kept taking them and I really like the flavors. But if you don't like salt, Ultima I think is a good like alternative that weren't you doing? Didn't you find something? I feel like you were telling me that you found a brand.
It's
Uh,
multivitamin.
okay.
Yeah.
Um,
And it's a powder. Um, I didn't I didn't talk about it.
Okay.
but
I felt like you heard of or like saw an electrolyte, but maybe we were talking about something else. I don't remember.
I feel like I don't want to say it, but I feel like I heard not good things about Element, but I could be wrong.
No, they're like pretty clean ingredients.
Okay.
I mean, again, there's literally something bad. Like you could say something bad about most
Yeah.
of these types of supplements because there's like it's not like you're just taking like a natural,
Hmm.
it's not juice that you're juicing by yourself, you know? It's like
Yeah.
there's gonna be something in it because it's
Yeah.
packaged and processed.
Yeah.
But the benefits for me and my body outweigh like the negatives of that.
Mm.
Collagen, I put in my coffee, which is also why I was doing decaf because, and not just cutting out coffee completely, because that's really the only time I can get my collagen. So it helps me. Lacey's literally killing me. Her little ears are like,
Say
hello.
hi.
Hi, Lacey.
Hi.
She's camera shy, everyone. She's learning the ropes.
Yeah.
But I've been putting collagen in my coffee. I honestly don't really know if it helps or not. I notice a difference on my nails only. And who knows if it helps my hair or my skin or anything else, but it helps my nails and I'm sure it's helping something else other than my
I
nails.
mean, do you remember the last time I saw you
Yeah.
and I said your skin looks so good? I mean, you always had great skin, but since I've known you, but yeah,
Well,
you're
I think right now I think it's like the food that I'm eating
sure.
and uh being like more consistent with electrolytes and collagen and like all of like boosting hydration and stuff.
Yeah.
So that helps a lot. I do magnesium in my coffee too, but I take magnesium glycinate, which is the form of magnesium that you take to calm yourself down. So it's more of like an anti-stress. The other one, I forget. I forget what the other one is more focused on, but I feel like it's slightly different, and that version of magnesium doesn't have the like promoting relaxation and reducing anxiety impact that magnesium glycinate has. But I don't really notice. The downside could be that it's supposed to calm you down and make you tired. I take it in the morning and I don't notice anything, so I think it's fine.
That's
But
good.
it certainly could. And then I have a couple of like turmeric I'll take in a pill for inflammation. I have omega-3 fatty acids that I'll take in a pill. Those I'm not as consistent with. I need to get in a better routine. But
Hmm.
I have a couple of pills that are specific to my type of inflammation and the issues I have with inflammation and the foods that impact me to have higher levels of inflammation. So when I'm consistent with those, I think it's a little bit better. But eating the food switches like makes the biggest difference. And then creatine, I feel like is the best supplement that you can take as a woman.
Yeah.
I'm
Yes.
not as consistent with it right now, but when I am exercising, I take it like 30, 40 minutes before I exercise. And I do feel like that also kind of gives you a boost because it's like boosting your muscles, but it's the most studied supplement. It's one of the safest supplements. It promotes brain health, it supports building muscle.
Hmm.
And I haven't done a lot of research on like women specifically, but there is a lot of research out there of like how it actually helps women specifically because you're as you age, like every 10 years, you're losing a percent of muscle within
Hmm.
those 10 years. So
Hmm.
the sooner you can start taking creatine, the more your muscle's going to kind of stay consistent. So that I need to be better about, but I think like athletic greens or a type of green that works well for you and electrolytes and creatine are like the top
Top.
3 that I would say are everybody should take at some point.
Yeah. Including me.
Yeah, write that down. Make a note to
I'm
yourself.
taking notes from you today.
We gotta flip flop. We have to flip flop our supplement routines.
Yeah.
We have polar opposite supplement routines. But I also think once you're in a routine, like a fitness routine, and it doesn't even have to be like active working out necessarily, but some sort of fitness routine, it helps you because there's a guide of when to take these supplements. Whereas if you're just going through your day and you're not working out or doing a long walk or something, you kind of are just guesstimating when you should take them. But like, okay, I'll get up and take my greens in the morning, and then I should
Hmm.
have electrolytes before I exercise or have electrolytes after I exercise. And then it's the same with everything else. Like, you should have creatine before. You can have the amino acids really whenever, but it's like beneficial if you have them during or after. So when you have that 30-45 minute window of this is what I'm going to exercise, you can kind of like put your supplement routine around that and then have the
Yeah.
other stuff that's just for like overall health whenever in the morning throughout the day, whenever you want to. So that helps too. Um okay, want to get into some questions?
Yeah.
Oh, we actually didn't talk about this. The I know you said you take probiotics, which I guess I do too technically because they're my greens. But I have, since being on my inflammation journey, have been trying to eat probiotic foods
Hmm.
rather than like focus on taking a probiotic. And I do feel like that made a huge difference. I was eating sauerkraut. Do you like
Hmm.
sauerkraut? Did I ask you that?
I haven't really dabbled with it. I went to Germany and had a schnitzel and didn't even get sauerkraut on top. And they looked at me funny.
You need to try.
I know.
I feel like you would like it. Do you like pickles?
I love pickles. I don't
Yeah,
know if I would like it.
you would like sauerkraut. I thought it was weird growing up, but now, because it's so easy to incorporate, like you can put it in a bowl with ground meat. You can like there's so many things that you can do with it, and it's really not that like pungent of a flavor. It's just pickled. So it's, you have like the salty taste to it. But I feel like that has made such a difference when I have that with other foods. Like, I feel like it helps me digest better and like helps
Yeah,
when I'm eating that just overall with my inflammation and how my body feels.
right.
So I like that. But I mean, like yogurt, you eat yogurt.
I don't. It bloats me. My body
I don't eat it
is,
much either.
yeah, my body is so sensitive. Um, so everyone that's hopping on the cottage cheese trend at the moment, I don't know if my body would react to it. Maybe if I did in small increments and blended
Yeah.
it super fine, but just having a bowl of cottage cheese with toppings, I know that I can't
So
do that.
gross.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
everyone, but I cannot get on it. I could maybe blend it into sauce or something, but
I think so. I could probably do a vodka sauce with that.
yeah, I don't know. I still might know that it's in there and it really grosses me out.
But then again,
But
we did have our friend's buffalo chicken dip with cottage
with
cheese.
cottage cheese, okay, final question. How do you determine if a snack is adding value to your diet or if it's nutritious?
I, I am all about my body. My body speaks to me. If my body makes me bloated, if I feel bloated, if I feel lagged and I'm not getting a boost of energy, I know that that is not a nutritional snack for me.
Yeah, yeah, really. No, I agree. I think that's valid and just always checking the ingredients, like making sure that you actually know what is in what you're putting into your body. Because I think a lot of times we just like label stuff as healthy, but we don't actually do the research on like what is in it and is what's in it healthy, even if the category of food is healthy. So just
Yep.
make sure you do your research, look into it. And that's that.
And even though it says organic, it may not actually be organic.
Yeah, there's so many things. Even though it says fat free, even though it says whatever, like there's a percentage of something that you have to look at.
Yeah.
So they're never telling the full truth.
No. Read the
But
ingredients.
I think that's a good place to stop. So thank you guys for joining, and we'll see you next Monday. Bye,
Bye,
everyone.
guys.